What on earth are you doing out there, James? Why don't you come and get your breakfast?
Just coming, my dear, I said hastily. I've been hanging up my overcoat.
You could have hung up half a dozen overcoats in this time.
She was quite right. I could have. I walked into the dining room, gave Caroline the accustomed peck on the cheek, and sat down to eggs and bacon. The bacon was rather cold.
You've had an early call, remarked Caroline.
Yes, I said. King's Paddock, Mrs. Ferrars.
I know,
said my sister. How did you know?
Annie told me.
Annie is the house parlour-maid. A nice girl, but an inveterate talker. There was a pause. I continued to eat eggs and bacon. My sister's nose, which is long and thin, quivered a little at the tip, as it always does when she is interested or excited over anything.
Well,
she demanded. A sad business. Nothing to be done. Must have died in her sleep.
I know,
said my sister again. This time I was annoyed. You can't know, I snapped. I didn't know myself until I got there, and haven't mentioned it to a soul yet. If that girl Annie knows, she must be a clairvoyant.
It wasn't Annie who told me. It was the milkman. He had it from the Ferrars' cook.
As I say, there is no need for Caroline to go out to get information. She sits at home and it comes to her. My sister continued.
What did she die of? A heart failure?
Didn't the milkman tell you that? I inquired sarcastically. Sarcasm is wasted on Caroline. She takes it seriously and answers accordingly.
He didn't know, she explained.
After all, Caroline was bound to hear sooner or later. She might as well hear from me. She died of an overdose of Veronal. She's been taking it lately for sleeplessness. Must have taken too much.
Nonsense, said Caroline immediately. She took it on purpose. Don't tell me.
It is odd, when you have a secret belief of your own which you do not wish to acknowledge, the voicing of it by someone else will rouse you to a fury of denial. I burst immediately into indignant speech. There you go again, I said, rushing along without rhyme or reason. Why on earth should Mrs. Ferrars wish to commit suicide? A widow, fairly young still, very well off, good health, and nothing to do but enjoy life. It's absurd.
Not at all. Even you must have noticed how different she has been looking lately. It's been coming on for the last 6 months. She's looked positively hag-ridden. And you have just admitted that she hasn't been able to sleep.
What is your diagnosis? I demanded coldly. An unfortunate love affair, I suppose? My sister shook her head.
Remorse, she said with great gusto.
Remorse?
Yes. You would never believe me when I told you she poisoned her husband. I'm more than ever convinced of it now.
I don't think you're very logical, I objected. Surely if a woman committed a crime like murder, she'd be sufficiently cold-blooded to enjoy the fruits of it without any weak-minded sentimentality such as repentance. Caroline shook her head.
There probably are women like that. But Mrs. Ferrars wasn't one of them. She was a mass of nerves. An overmastering impulse drove her on to get rid of her husband because she was the sort of person who simply can't endure suffering of any kind, and there's no doubt that the wife of a man like Ashley Ferrars must have had to suffer a good deal.
I nodded.
And ever since she's been haunted by what she did. I can't help feeling sorry for her.
I don't think Caroline ever felt sorry for Mrs. Ferrars while she was alive. Now that she has gone where, presumably, Paris frocks can no longer be worn, Caroline is prepared to indulge in the softer emotions of pity and comprehension. I told her firmly that her whole idea was nonsense. I was all the more firm because I secretly agreed with some parts, at least, of what she had said. But it is all wrong that Caroline should arrive at the truth simply by a kind of inspired guesswork. I wasn't going to encourage that sort of thing. She will go round the village airing her views, and everyone will think that she is doing so on medical data supplied by me. Life is very trying.
Nonsense, said Caroline in reply to my strictures. You'll see. 10 to 1 she's left a letter confessing everything.
She didn't leave a letter of any kind, I said sharply, and not seeing where the admission was going to land me.
Oh, said Caroline. So you did inquire about that, did you? I believe, James, that in your heart of hearts you think very much as I do. You're a precious old humbug.
What